Hello and welcome back to FS17, or welcome if it's your first time here. Probably going to talk through most of this one because I do quite a bit all over the place. I will be cutting a lot of the long jobs, as in I'm going to be doing a few jobs on other fields to make some money. So here I'm just checking the growth on my field, the fertilisation of my fields, so I know where I am and what I need to do. But there's a lot of other stuff I want to do. I want to get I want to move on, and I'd like to look at setting up with some animals. I am going to go with the easiest out of the three, which is the sheep, because feeding isn't so technical. So I'm starting off with field 15. I'm jumped in the case that's up there with the seeder on the back, and I'm going to get a hired hand to fertilise that while I jump into another tractor and go off and do some jobs, like I said, on other fields. So just getting this one set up. I'm just trying to hit them 3 fertilisation stages. Problem with the field 15, it's in 2 different states. One's half is slightly further on than the other half, so I'm running at 5 times purely because I want to get some bits done, and I don't want the fields to advance too far and I miss a fertilisation stage. I'm trying to maximise the profit, so just checking, trying to decide which one I'm going to take. So I'm going to get in the Vulture, my T-Series Cow Edition, and from there we're going to go down to, I think we're going to go down to field 19. I'm just setting up the Trek IR here. I've bought a Trek IR and I've been playing around with the settings. When I looked down, it kept sort of disappearing. It was losing connection. I seem to have got it sort of sorted. A lot of the journeys I'm going to cut short. I stopped there because I just went through and did a few settings, like the start stop and the auto engine start. I want to turn on and off the engine myself, which you'll start to realise. I put the start stop, which is where you have the brake, take your foot off or take your finger off the button and then put your finger onto either reverse, and the same when you're going forwards. So yeah, so we come down to field, I'm sure this is field 19. Field 19, and it needs harvesting. So I'm going to do this harvesting job. I do see, it's done it there. When you look down, suddenly you're just looking in the sky. I start this. I'm going to cut to the end. This was a very long video. It was good around 40 minutes, and I think with my editing I've got it down to just under an hour. I think it's about 50 minutes, so it's still quite a long video, but I do get a lot done. I spend a lot of the money that I got from getting the gold nuggets. Now I've gone one way. I could have just gone and bought a load of fields and just worked on those, but as I haven't got loads of equipment, it would mean running harvesters all over the place and tractors and trailers and all that sort of thing. I'm getting there, but I'm thinking, well, sheep, I can sort of manage that, and hopefully you'll get more sheep, then I'll be able to, I think you can sell them. I need to look into that, but I'm looking more for the wool. I get the wool. and then I can sell the wool and that sort of thing, and then I can harvest grass and stuff like that, so I can feed them plus sell the rest. So there is a big, I don't know, I think I hope I'm going to make more money with the sheep, which is then going to help me grow further from there. I just want to make sure I get the rotation on my first 3 fields correct. So done the first run on the harvesting, so here we go. We skipped to near the end. I did miss a few little bits over there, but you don't need to get everything, as long as you feel the little green circle up the top there by the time, you do well. So I do this one and I complete the job, which is, as you can see, it's just filling up now. I get a reasonable time bonus on these. If you do them quite well, you actually get quite a good time bonus on them. So for completing the job, I get $6,042, and the time bonus is $4,228. So nearly double the money. I'm over $10,000 for just harvesting a field. So I go from there. I move down to field 16, and I'm going to do a job there. You'll see, I'll pull up there in a minute. Just nipping over the train track the quick way, and this field needs sowing, so I'm going to sow this field. Just let that come up, catch up. Yeah, for Eric Roberts, have not done no work for him yet, so do this and it'll give me a little bit and knock the price of the field down. So jumping in, it's the first time I've driven one of these tractors, so, and it's quite it's a bigger sower than mine, that's for sure. I'm quite surprised that they're not all pre-set up, but there you go. Gets you used to lining everything up and how they work. So we'll do the same with this one. I'll start the job, I'll do one run up, and then I'll skip to the end, and or we're just going to be here for hours when we're going up and down fields. But yeah, so we're going to sow this field 16, and then from there we're going to go and buy a first lot of machinery, and we'll go through that once we've done this. So we just run up to the end here. I'm hoping the light quality on the capture is better on this. There's a couple of the other ones come through really dark. I'm hoping that I've rectified that. Finding it easier just to do a voiceover as well, whether it just be a short one at the beginning, just giving you a quick heads up of the whole thing, or like this one where I've got a lot more going on. I'm probably just gonna run through it. There will be a few bits where I'm not going to be talking because it is just while we're doing the jobs, but I'm going to try and skip a lot of the boring stuff, or driving from the farm to the market, from the market to the farm and stuff like that, because you know what that is and you know what the jobs are. It's just so that you can see how I am going to run my farm and how I'm going to build my farm and level up and make my money. Could say I cheated by getting all the gold, but it's there, so why not do it? It's a 3 million, and so there we go. We did our first run there, skipping to the end, doing the last little bit in the middle, and we get quite a good payout for this one as well, because we get another good time bonus. So we get $5,004 with a bonus of $3,027. So there's another 8. So in 2 jobs I've made 18,000. So not that I needed it because I had a lot there, but I want to still make the money, get used to doing the jobs and making money, because the money I got from the nuggets isn't going to last forever. So we jump back in the tractor, and now we're going to go off to the machine shop and buy some bits. So just cutting back across to the road by the farm, and then we'll skip. We'll just come into the car park, where the machine shop is, or the machine market. So come up here, we're going to buy a few bits and we'll just run through what we're going to buy. It's more just setting stuff up. So we go to the animals, we buy the Joskin Aquatrends 7300S water trailer, which is I'm going to need to fill up the water in the sheep pen. I look at the animal trailer, but I'm not going to need that at the moment because I need to do something else first. So we come out of that and then we go into, you'll see we just come out of this and we go back to normal trailers. There we go, loading trailers, and we buy the Pottinger Euroboss 330T, which we're going to need to pick the grass up so that we can feed the sheep, and the water is to put water in for the sheep. So we'll pick up the Pottinger, I think, no we don't, we take the water trailer first because we need to go and fill that up with water, and there's a filling point near the railway line. At this point I didn't realise that you can fill these up from the taps that are in the farms, so we skip there, we're coming down to the railway crossing, you'll see it, there's a water tower here, so we'll pull in here, we'll fill up the water, we'll fill up the Joskin from here, but I know now I don't need to run down to this all the time, I've just got to find my nearest water standpipe in the field. Now I think there is one up by the sheep pen, so I won't need to worry about that, but then again this trailer holds a lot of water, so it's going to take a long time for me to empty it out just on the sheep. So until I'm running pigs and cows and stuff like that as well, I think filling this trailer up is going to last as long as I'm going to need to for a long time. So we get back on the road and we'll skip this journey and take us up to the sheep pen. So we'll put it up here. Don't know which one of these is food and which one is water, so just put it forward and we'll park it there. Then we need to jump into another vehicle. I could go back in this one, but I just jump into a different vehicle so I can go back up to the machine shop to get the Pottinger. So here we go, just park that there. Actually I should have tried to offload it there and I would have realised that that isn't the water one, that's the food one. So here we go back and I think we take the New Holland. Yeah, we take the New Holland because we're going to go back up to the machine market after we buy a bucket, because we're going to need a bucket to put the food into the food trough up at the pen. So just buy that. You can choose colours. I don't know whether that's going to look right or not, but I'll just choose black. It's easy enough, costs you no money. Really not too worried about colour of it. Most buckets are black, it looks alright. I'm not too worried about having a bright red one or a yellow one or anything like that. I just want to get a bucket so I can put the grass in the trough. So, and just checking out more trailers and get going in a minute. I think I've got a loading spike on the front or a forks. I have to drop them off first. Right, that's it. Now we'll make our way out to the machine market. Right, here we go. So here we'll have the bucket. Don't know what name, I must have caught the curb with the front loader. Don't get too close. Here we go. Bucket and Pottinger trailer. We'll pick up our bucket. so. I've got out. There we go. Bucket now, get the trailer, and then make our way back to the farm to drop the trailer off, and we can then look at mowing grass and picking it up to take back up to the sheep pen. So all loaded. It's a good little trailer that, because it's self picks and what it self fills, and then you can unload. So we'll skip the journey then, we'll get out on the main road, and we'll skip back to the farm. So we'll do here, we'll drop the bucket because we don't need that. And then we're going to pick the mower up, and what we'll do as we mow, we'll turn the trailer up and clip the grass as we mow, so we don't have to go around twice. May miss the odd bit here and there because the trailer won't always follow the line of the tractor, but on the straight it's just going to pick up what we cut, which is going to be ideal to take up to the sheep pen. So, wrong one. Just select the bucket and not the trailer. There we go. Drop the bucket. We're going to get the mower. Drop the front load as well, because I'm not going to need that with the mower on the front. Really need to decide how to park these little trailers and stuff around. I keep moving them around. So I never folded that away neither. I left that all unfolded. That's really bad. So anyway, here we go. Go off and do a bit of mowing and cut the grass. Right, I'm going to leave this bit while I do this, and I'll come back once we've got a trailer of grass. Right, now we've got a trailer full of grass, we'll pick up the case, tractor, and from here, we're going to go up to the sheep pen, so we can drop some grass, so there's some feed for sheep when we get there. Then what we'll do from there, once I've dropped what I want up here, I'm going to go off and sell the rest of the grass in the barn. I thought I could just unload it straight into the trough, but I bought the bucket anyway, so it's not too trouble. So I'm just going to drop some here by the building. I suppose it's not that neat, but it's out of the way, and as long as it's not around the feeding trough, it will still show as 100% clean, which is the other thing you need to do. Once you start feeding them, they chuck food all around the feeding trough, and you need to clean the area. So that's the grass done. So we'll go back to the farm, load the trailer, with a front loader and the bucket. I could have picked up that front loader, but I can't because I haven't got a front loader done. So there we go, we'll skip through to the market, we'll pull up here and we'll get the front loader mounts done, and then we can buy a front loader, and we can buy the what's the trailer? The Joskin Betamax RDS 7500 animal trailer, so we can get our sheep. So here we go, customise, up to the top there, front loader yes, wheel setup. I look at getting a wide wheels, but I'd stay with the standard, it doesn't really matter, I'm just using it for up at the sheep pen. So front loader's all mounted, well the front loader mounts are there now, so let's go into the machine market, which is basically just there, and in we go. So animals, buy the Joskin, we've got to buy the animal trailer so we can pick up the sheep. That's that. Now we need to go back, front loaders. It's only going to be used for feed and that, so we can get the small one. You can change colour, but I don't see the point. So here we go. Now we won't have the problems that we had before. We should be able to clip the front loader straight on, like so, pick up the trailer, and then we're going to go off to, well you'll see, I'll pull up the map in a minute, find out how it is, but we're going to go off to Mary's farm, which is where you buy your livestock, and we're going to go up there and buy some sheep. So it's all the way down, back towards our farm, past that, and off to the right, up on the top of the hill. I think we've been up there to sell produce. I think we sold some soybean or something like that, but yeah, that's where the pen is, and we need to go down to there. There's Mary's farm, so it's all the way down the main road and then up onto the top of the hill to buy a sheep. So here we go, just checking. Nobody else's field seems to be growing. Oh, there's a couple that are ready to harvest, but most of them are either ploughed or cultivated. So let's get going, put the lights on, beacons, and let's get going. Let's go down to the farm, get some sheep. So, right down the other end of the road, coming off up here, up to the farm, get ourselves some sheep. Once we've got the sheep, we can go back and set up the pen. Put the sheep in there, we can put the food and the drink or the water in there, and let them get on with it. So start making some wool, and then we can make some money. So this field looks like it could do being harvested. Didn't get in the machine shop. Then we could do all our own servicing and maintenance. I think customising becomes free then as well, because you've got your own, or like becomes cheaper because you've got your own labour, so you don't have to pay somebody to do it. We've definitely been up here and sold grain or soybean. So here we go. Nice big cow up there. We're not having cows, we're going to have sheep. So Lower the trailer down. That's quite good then, because the wheels come off the ground. I don't think you're supposed to do that, but I don't think I can buy them from there. I think I've got to be actually over to the side a bit more. Anyway, so we might as well spin round. I think we've got to be parked next to the ramp, not actually on it. Yeah, there we go. I think we should be alright now. Lower the trailer, there we go. Right, so dog, pigs, sheep, buy. So I initially only get 6 because I think, well, 6 will do, and then I think, you know what? Why am I messing around? Let's just get 10. I can take 10 in the trailer, so I may as well buy 10. So 10 sheep, confirm that, and let's try to back up. There we go, and we'll take them off back to the sheep pen. So there we've got our 10 sheep. On the way though, because we're going to be basically going past the farm anyway, I need to pick the bucket up because I'm going to need that so I can load the food trough with the grass. So we'll get down the bottom here, and then I think we skip to the farm. I'll pick the bucket up and then we'll skip across to the pen, and then we'll set it up. Once that's done, I think we'll call it a day on this one. So we'll just finish doing all the setup on the sheep pen so they're up and ready to rock and roll, and then we'll call that a day on this video. Can't call it a job because you do more than one thing. It's not like Euro or American where you pick a job and you do a job and then you move on the next one. I've done varying jobs here, haven't I? I've done a couple of jobs for other fields. I've set somebody to do stuff on my field, then I've gone off to the machine shop, picked some bits up, done mowing, I've run up to the sheep pen, then I've gone and got this trailer and got, so it's, I think this one you have to do more on time than on jobs as such, because the jobs don't take us a lot. Well, you can, some of the big fields do, but it all depends on how much you're going to show. You're not going to want to watch somebody driving up down a field for 35 minutes, so we can do that and then skip it out and you see a couple of runs and then go off and do something else. So we'll have a look at the time. I'm trying not to make them over an hour, probably do it being a little bit shorter, but yeah, so we'll just take this off to the pig pen. Keep saying pig pen, it's a sheep pen. Not a sheep. I can't do pigs yet because I haven't got the means to feed them. I suppose I could buy animal feed, but that's money. I want to try and make money, so if I can make the feed myself, it's going to save the money to grow them, feed them, make money from them. I suppose pigs, you feed them up and then you sell them to make money from it, but I don't know, I haven't looked into that. I know sheep, there's an end product of wool, within easy end product of wool, so here we go. What I need to do is have a look at trying to buy this field. I haven't done any work on this field yet, so it's not being full price. It's quite a long slim one though. So I need to put into here to unload. So there we go. Drop the trailer. and then going into unload. Unload into the farm. Done. And there they are. Well, there's a couple of them. Drop the trailer, and now we need to put some grass in the feed. And this is where I've realised I've got the water in the wrong one, because it won't allow you to put grass in the water trough. And it's a bit tight, where the other one you've got free rein to drive straight onto it. So it's weird though, because really you would be able to tip it in there, but you put it up there and it just stays in the bucket. Magically stuck grass. It doesn't come out. Yeah, no, that's not coming out of there. So and this is where I make a mistake, because I pull out the box and it dumps it on the ground. So then I realise that that's not where it goes. So to move the water trailer around. So jump out the case, jump in the Vulture and take the water trailer around to where that needs to be, and then I can put grass in the feed trough. So, we're nearly done now, we're getting near the end. Not really going to do much more than this. Go around, fill up the water, drop the trailer, put some grass in. I don't know why I just didn't carry on and do the water and then, but it's as soon as we get some grass in there, the sheep start eating it, which is quite good. So it takes a little time to try and get used to which one's which. I still keep messing around. Gonna have fun with start loading. Well, I had fun loading the hay bales last time, so as we move on and do more, it's going to take even more. So that's the food part done. Now jump into the Vulture, put some water in, and still haven't driven the trains yet, but there's been no need to. We'll look at that at some point. So there we go, sheep starting to eat the grass, and it's getting into the morning now, just worked all through the night. Unload some water into the feeding troughs. That's full, and this one is for 6 days. So really, I can leave that a full 6 days before I need to go back. But you need to keep going back and cleaning up the feed area, because they just chop the grass everywhere. So that's the sheep sorted, and we'll leave them and see how long it takes to get ourselves some pallets. So, lights on, flashing beacon, and decided I need to pick up. I need to go into that question mark. See, I've already got one pallet of wall there, which I think we automatically got as soon as the sheep were put in there. So, but I'm not going to sell that yet. I want to get more than one. Be nice to get most of that full, and we can get a trailer load. So, right, that's it. And next time we'll look at harvesting fields. So, till next time, thank you for watching and goodbye.